Yes. Now, the prescription of the law mentioned, Genesis 17:12 and Leviticus 12:3, yeah, were false since there is no other indication in the Gospels of any divine command to Mary and Joseph. The Gospel stresses that the newly born Savior of the world is the appointed heir of the promises made to Abraham, and this is confirmed in the rite of circumcision. On the same occasion, he's given the name Jesus to indicate his role as Savior. Now, the practice of administering circumcision on the 8th day after birth and not as a puberty rite, specified in the act among the Jews as a religious rite. I'm going to want welfare to pay for all circumcisions. Yes. It's not a cosmetic change of the actual male penis. Now, when you pay for sterilization for those that are over the age of 21 that have had children, yes, I mentioned that lawsuit welfare. Now I'm going to sue you for depriving male citizens right now of the right to be circumcised, not just because of their faith, but because of the very important health benefits of circumcision. Yeah. Now, if you could get me the employees of welfare, you having the knowledge of the kidnapping of my sons right now, I'm going to want it available, yes, that for every pregnancy paid for, if the parents decide upon circumcision, it is not cosmetic. Hmm? Could you get me the foreskins? Ouch. And then we're going to want to look at the actual procedure of circumcision. See, there's a way to circumcise a male so that it causes their penis to be larger when they grow up. Yes. And then there's the availability of thirst to cause their penis to be larger because they have to urinate when awaking in the morning. Yes. And then there's the concept of birth. Now, I think that the slicing of the cervix channel, yes, causes an effect that diminishes the sexuality of women. Yes, known as a C-section. Yeah. Now, I found out that an actual infant gestates in the womb that is behind the cervix channel. Yes. And that baby's gestation grows so that it pushes the cervix channel towards the vaginal opening. Yeah. And then the current procedure is you cut, yes, near where the child's head is. Yeah. I've seen a lot of scars of women that had C-sections where you did not really realize the importance of the cervix channel. Yeah. Could you get me all the C-sections of every woman in the United States of America? Now, somebody was using scar tissue and surgical procedures to make the penises of males small when being born. Yes. And destroying the sexuality of women. Now, I mentioned that I found out there was another possibility for the C-section. Yes. Being at the top of the stomach of a woman. Yes. Where you would remove the buttocks of the child. Yes. So it would not harm the cervix. Yes. But you, as medical professionals, would rather destroy the sexuality of women instead of acknowledging that the way a baby comes out of the vaginal opening is their bottom faces up underneath the stomach muscle. Yes. Now, if you look at the actual gynecological studies, I'm going to want the medical community to accept another way of removing the infant from the womb that does not involve the cutting of the vaginal muscle or the cervix channel. It involves the cutting of the stomach muscle. Yes. I think it's a lot safer. And then once the umbilical cord is cut, yes. Mm, mm. The woman can give birth to the placenta that remained in the womb at the time of birth. Now, I'm going to have to work on getting humanity ready to have a lot of sex because This 2,000-year revival approach is going to involve an increase of the sexuality of human beings so as to want to have more children. That would involve increasing the actual penis size of the males, yes, increasing the breast size of females, yes, and protecting the sexuality of a great nation. Oh, so get me the C-sections, yes, and then get me the actual procedures, yes, and then get me what was paid for by welfare, poop, and then get me the scar tissue of the C-section. There is absolutely no reason to cut the vaginal muscle or the cervix channel when giving birth to a child. I'm gonna sue you. Do you fucking understand right now? A bunch of butchers, yes, doesn't like people having sex. They don't like big dicked males. They don't like circumcised because the Jews had the market on circumcision. Well, if it was good enough for Jesus, yes, I'm going to want to know what surgical procedures are available that would require stitches. And then I'm just starting to get ready for global celebration. I want my sons to be big dicked males. Do you understand right now? I want my sons today. Do you realize that? I happen to have the innovation for molecular size desalinated salt that, when used in a brine, does not increase sodium content. It increases the amount of water that they'll have to drink, and that should increase the number of times that they cannot push their penis down to be able to urinate while waking up.